Welcome to another edition of Movie Torture. I am one of your hosts again, Roger, and I am here with one of my best buds, Brad. Brad, how was your week?
Hey, Roger, my week was incredible. You looked tortured saying that. You were like, welcome to another edition of Movie Torture.
We record on Mondays, and Monday was a rough day at work today.
You had a rough day?
Yeah. And then, the news we got today.
What happened?
Well, Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah.
God rest his soul.
You're listening to this in August, but today we're filming. You're kind of going to know when we film now because I'm really sad about that. I got the text today, and I grew up watching Pee Wee Herman. We've talked about him on this podcast before. So on the Halloween, we were talking about Halloween costumes, and I dressed up as Pee Wee as a kid. So I had the Pee Wee dolls. Still have one at my house now. He's a legend, comic genius. Will be missed.
A doll or an action figure?
I think it's an action figure.
Okay, yeah.
Did he really have action figures though?
I don't
know. But
I'm just saying that's a male way of saying, rather than saying I had to have a doll.
I played with dolls, listeners. That's what you heard from that. Like I was into Barbies. No, I wasn't. But he will be forever missed.
And I think this is the first time it's just you and I.
Yeah, producer Gary. I bought him one of the berets that Patrick Dempsey wears in this movie, and now he's out on the town. He's a new guy. He's not like he was. He's wearing the beret now. New man.
That's a shame. It's going to be, we give him a raise, and then he leaves us hanging today. We may have to reconsider that.
He's kind of like Patrick Dempsey, right? He was in this movie. He was really nice at the beginning, but then he becomes a jerk. Now
he became famous.
He became famous. Producer Gary.
He was the end guy. His Hawaiian shirts. I mean, people started dressing like him.
Yeah, he's actually out on a date with a listener from this show.
Oh, really?
No, not really at all.
Why do I believe you?
I had you going. He's not. He just didn't want to be here. He's like, you know what? I'm taking vacation. I'm not coming in to produce the show.
Oh, wow.
So we have no producer today, just you and I.
So if the production isn't good, it's because Gary's not here.
But if it's better, we can fire Gary. So, ladies, if you see a man in a beret out in town tonight, it's producer Gary if he's got a beret and a Hawaiian shirt.
Well, let's jump into this week's movie. This week's movie is Can't Buy Me Love. This was made and released in 1987, my junior year of high school.
Okay.
Yeah, August 14th.
So it's a summer movie.
Yeah, summer movie. This was so old that it has the box office, but it doesn't have the budget for the movie. It made $31.6 million.
That's a lot in 1987 money, right?
Yeah. And this was, of course, a love story based on the song, the Beatles song.
Can't Buy Me Love.
Yep.
And we're continuing our month on Opposites Attract, right?
Exactly. We'll let you do the plot line here in a minute, but let's talk, some of the things about this movie. All right. So, again, this is made in 1987. Which was the height of the high school movies, 80s, 90s. There was seemed like every month they were releasing a new one. This actually made the top 50 all-time high school movies.
Really?
At 41. So
wow.
Yeah, it wasn't a chart topper, but it made the top 50. So, okay, why don't you jump in and you give us your synopsis?
So basically, this movie is about a nerd who likes a girl. He mows a lot of grass, and he likes a girl, and he notices her at the mall. If you don't know what a mall is, that's a place where you go buy things, and he sees her through a telescope, which is we'll get to that, and he helps her out. He helps her buy a shirt or an outfit in exchange for the $1,000, which $1,000 in 1987. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna figure that out in a second. She has to pretend to date him. So they pretend to date. She falls for him. He doesn't get it. He becomes a royal tool bag. And in the end, he gets what's coming to him. He gets humbled. And he begs her back, and they fall in love, and they ride off on a tractor or a lawnmower together. And fade to black. It was Can't Buy Me Love.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's you want to start with what we see in the very beginning?
Yeah, we see old Ronald or
Donald.
What was his name on Grey's Anatomy?
I never watched that. McSteamy, right?
No, he wasn't McSteamy. He was McDreamy, I think.
Did I ever tell you my Grey's Anatomy story? I used to work with this girl, and she was very attractive. This is way back before I got married, listeners. This is not while I was married. And she said, "You look like the guy from Grey's Anatomy." So I was like, man, I look like Patrick Dempsey. This is awesome. And I went home. And then she kept saying it. She seen me work. And finally I said, "You're talking about Patrick Dempsey." And she goes, "No." She was talking about the gay dude.
The George.
Yeah. How'd you know that? Gosh, Roger, you stink. So, yeah, that was my Grey's. Never watched the show. I've never watched 1 minute of the show.
I watched the first couple years with my ex-wife when it was on.
It's been on that long. It's been on, what, 20 years?
Yeah, I think so. It's one of the oldest cinematic TV shows.
So we see Patrick Dempsey mowing grasses.
Yeah.
And the girl shows up with all her hot friends. I don't really want to call them hot because she was 15 at the time of this filming, so I'm not going to rank her on a 10 scale like we normally do on this podcast. We will not be ranking what was her name in the movie?
It was Cindy.
Cindy?
Cindy, yeah.
Cindy Marcelli? Or that what?
Yeah, her Amanda Peterson is her name in real
she's
life.
Sadly passed away.
Yeah, she's deceased. That's one of the things I was going to talk about.
Yeah, so I don't want to talk about how hot she was in the movie because she's 15.
Yeah.
But her friends, we can say they were overage, so they were kind of hot. I'll rank them. They were at least solid 8s.
Yeah.
But she was young. Patrick Dempsey was like 20.
Yeah. Kind of creepy.
It is kind of weird. You got a 20-year-old making out with a 15-year-old. I wouldn't want my daughter at 15 to be making out with a 20-year-old.
Maybe they used stunt doubles there at the very end with that last kiss.
You think so? Was that the only time they kissed?
Yeah.
Maybe. You think they brought in a young boy to kiss her? I mean, if I'm her, I'm saying Patrick Dempsey's kissing me at this point. I mean, we've been in this movie. He's gonna kiss me.
Yeah, his character was just.
What did you think of Ronald?
I'd seen this movie before when it came out, and I'd probably have watched it a couple other times since then, just being on TV or something. But this time, as I watched it, I just found him really annoying before and after.
He's kind of a D-bag, right?
I think it's very selfish. Didn't treat his brother good.
I do like his brother,
little
Chucky.
Seth Green.
Yeah, full disclosure, movie torture listeners, this is the first time I ever watched Can't Buy Me Love was yesterday. I've never seen this movie.
Oh, really?
I watched it with my wife and my son, who was 10, and when the movie was over, my son Max goes, "I like this movie." He actually enjoyed the movie. There is an F word in this movie, which really shocked me.
Yeah.
He drops the F-bomb. But he's out there on this lawnmower. If you're Cindy, would you be attracted to Ronald?
Only, if he probably weighed 50 more pounds and, had flowing chest hair and, studly complexion.
I think that's what Hollywood's wrong. They always cast these good-looking dudes to play nerds. He's not believable as a nerd. He's a good-looking dude. He's Patrick Dempsey. They threw glasses on him, and we're supposed to think, "Oh my gosh, he's a nerd now," right?
Yeah, and made him wear a beret.
Were berets a thing, Roger? Did you wear a beret in school?
Not one of my fashion statements.
I want to see you in a beret now. We need to Photoshop a photo of you with a beret. I feel like you would come across very pompous in a beret.
Back in the day, back then, I was doing the somewhat of a mullet.
Oh my gosh, Roger in a mullet, listeners.
Long curly red hair. I was a better looking. What was that movie with Cher? Was it Mask? Was it?
You look like the guy in Mask.
No, hair wise,
gosh.
not the face, not the face.
Oh my gosh, everybody! Roger looked like the guy in Mask. If you're trying to. Okay, so Patrick Dempsey, who we now know, like my wife thinks he's a smoke show, right? We're supposed to believe he's a dork. His dad, played by Dennis Dugan, who directed Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups, Big Daddy. I mean, he's a big director.
Yeah.
But he was good in this movie. His dad was good. He was the typical 80s dad in this movie, don't you think?
I think so.
And Seth Green was perfect.
I didn't realize it was Seth Green until I watched it this time. I never knew before it was Seth Green.
Is it the teeth?
Or he didn't really have the red hair.
Yeah, he wasn't Seth Greeny in this movie.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Seth Green? You like him?
I've liked him in some movies. I mean, that sarcastic humor. I thought he was funny in the whatchamacallit movies with Mike Myers, the
Austin Powers.
Yeah, Austin Powers, yeah.
Was he in Ocean's 11? Was he one of the guys in Ocean's 11? Like one of the dummies, not the main cast? He wasn't, right?
I don't think so.
You ever watch Robot Chicken?
No,
it's pretty good. He created that show. It's on Adult Swim, Cartoon Network. It's pretty good.
Okay.
I'm not a big cartoon guy, but it's a pretty funny show. What are your thoughts on Patrick Dempsey?
I liked him better in the movie where he was like a soldier in Mississippi and something Biloxi, Mississippi or something. There was something here. Let me pull it up because it's going to drive me nuts.
Anyway, while you're looking at that, Roger, we don't want to have some
Loverboy was another one.
Never seen Loverboy.
Yeah, Loverboy's good.
I've never been a big Dempsey fan.
Yeah.
But, I mean, in this movie, he just doesn't pull off being a dork or a nerd. I feel like girls would want him, and I don't really understand the whole he's supposed to be a nerd. I like his friend in this movie. The one who we'll talk about, he'll eventually throw crap at the door on. His friend's really good in this movie.
Yeah.
The redheaded guy?
Yeah. And he was in a lot of horror movies during the 80s.
He was?
Children of the Corn. I think 2 of the Friday the 13th.
Oh.
At least.
So what are your thoughts on Cindy's...
His name's Courtney Gaines.
Courtney Gaines. What is your thoughts on Cindy's... mom's date Rock?
DB is the best way to.
He was creepy.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to hook up with Cindy.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm gonna take really good care of your mother."
Yeah. Your older sister.
Your older sister.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy must have like a weird life. Like I imagine you go to Rock's house.
He had to have money because her mom was pretty.
She was hot. She was in her 40s. I imagine Rock's house has shag carpet. You don't want to put a black light anywhere around it.
Yeah.
And he might have one of those beds. He walks in, pushes a remote, and the bed falls down. Kind of like a Murphy bed, but creepier.
Yeah, with mirrors on the ceiling.
Oh, he's definitely got mirrors on the ceiling, right?
And maybe even a stripper pole in the bedroom.
Definitely the stripper pole, but most likely mirrors on the ceiling.
Yeah.
He wants to be able to see the lady when he brings her into the room.
Yeah.
And speaking of Seth...
Probably cameras somewhere.
He's kind of like... he's a creepy dude. Like, if you told me that dude drives a van, I would probably think, okay, that's believable. Rock's in a van.
Yeah.
He's probably the guy they all make fun of. Like, he's always skirt chasing younger women.
Yeah.
But then he wants to go even younger. Was he possibly grooming Cindy and seeing if she would go, oh, yeah, you can call me her sister, and see if he's got a move to make with Cindy?
I don't know. She seemed to read it right away that he was a creeper.
But had she not, different movie. Then we're talking like, what's that movie, Lola? Is that the movie where the young girl and the old man fall in love? That's what we're talking now. We've now took Can't Buy Me.
My was Taxi Cab Driver or whatever that movie. The
Streetcar Named Desire.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No, the other one with Robert De Niro as the taxi driver.
Oh, Taxi Driver?
Yeah.
It's actually called Taxi Driver.
Okay.
That's funny. What's that movie where they go Back to the Future? What was that movie called?
Back to the Future. Yeah.
Boom, Back to the Future. No, Cindy probably wanted to go Back to the Future when she met Rock.
Yeah.
I doubt she wanted to date Rock, but he was creepy.
All right, so let's talk about the mall situation. Let's go back and what was your favorite store at the mall when you were a teenager?
Oh my
or
gosh.
as a kid, or either way?
Spencer's for sure. I love Spencer's. You could go into Spencer's and find every creepy, perverted thing you want in there. As a kid, you could snicker at it and laugh. I like that. I love the record stores. I would always go to, any record store. Love the bookstores, Walden Books.
Yeah, I was going to say that was my favorite.
That was my jam. Loved a little bit of Orange Julius. A little bit of that. You didn't like, you're grimacing at that, Roger.
Yeah, I did not like Orange Julius. I never was a creamsicle kind of guy.
Oh, I love a creamsicle.
Yeah.
What was your favorite store?
Walden Books, because I transitioned from like the comic book phase over to the sports magazine and sports books, and so that was, my mom could go to the mall or my grandmother and leave me in a bookstore, and I could stay there for hours and you wouldn't even know I was back there. Really? Yeah.
Wow. So you're a big reader.
Especially as a kid. Anything about, like I said, anything about sports. I was reading John Feinstein books pretty early on. So yeah.
So your favorite store was Walden. Did you have another favorite? Piercing Pagoda, Claire's, anything like that?
No. It was probably the record stores like you talked about, and the video arcade. Probably.
I love the arcade.
Yeah.
Now, the local mall in the city we live in, used to have a pet store at the mall, and I love that. As a kid, I would love to go to the pet store and see the pets in there. I don't think they would do that now. I don't think they would throw a pet store in the mall.
My first adult dog was I bought at a mall.
Really?
Up in Jackson, Michigan.
Wow, Raj, that's dropping some.
Sheesh.
What was the other bookstore? There was Walden Books, and then there was another bookstore, right?
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
This mall talk has probably bored half the listeners.
That's what was a good thing about going to Eastland Mall, because I think they had 2 to 3 bookstores there, and then South Park really had a really good bookstore.
Did they ever have a telescope store?
I don't remember one.
I've never
Maybe it
seen
would have been
that.
in the store with luggage and stuff.
That whole store had telescopes in it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, what are your thoughts on a telescope? First off, are you a telescope guy? Second off, would you pay $1,000 for a telescope?
No and no. I wasn't really I wasn't into the stars too much. And I was probably too good of a kid to have a telescope to, try to scope out the neighborhood chicks for my bedroom. So,
yeah, I just want to say $1,000 in 1987 is equivalent to $2,685 today.
Wow.
I don't think there's a telescope in the world I would pay that much for.
Yeah.
And there's not a woman I would buy to make me popular for $2,600.
Yeah. Ronald must have been cutting some like upper class lawns.
How many miles? He said 24 miles of lawns.
It was like 270 something. It was like something in the 200s.
So he kept mileage charts.
Yeah.
Okay, I've done 245 miles for you, Cindy. You're gonna kiss me. You're gonna kiss me, Cindy.
In today's world, would Ronald use a GPS to cut the lawns? To track his mileage and
he definitely would.
Time.
Ronald is probably tracking everything. He probably tracks his BMs. He probably tracks everything he does. But Ronald's a little creepy too, because he's scoping out Cindy, and in his brain he's okay. Was there a scene that we didn't see where he takes the telescope and just goes down to her butt?
I think he would have if they would have did it more. Was that like a Porky's version?
So we need a hard R. Can't buy me love, right?
Yeah.
Because he's definitely looking at the rear end. He has to be.
Yeah.
He's a high school kid who's in love with Cindy Mancini.
Yeah.
He's going to be seen. And he's looking at...
the creepy was him watching cheerleading practice and just standing there. I mean, you got to at least like walk or just kind of, gaze by a couple times. You just can't stand there and stare at the cheerleaders.
He gawked at him. Like, it was just his thing, man. He was a very off... okay, Rock, we've established, creepy dude, right? If you told me Ronald was a serial killer, I could buy that too.
Yeah.
Because he just stands around, he stares, he mows grass. I also thought his brother Chucky was like the younger version of Jigsaw for the Saw movies. Like, I could totally seeing him like torture trapping people. There's so many offshoots from Can't Buy Me Love.
Yeah.
Which we do need to say, soundtrack of this movie, really good.
Yeah.
This best soundtrack we've had of any movie we've done. How much do you think they spent to play Can't Buy Me Love in this movie? Because you do not see many Beatles songs ever appear in movies.
Yeah.
How much do you think they spent? I'm just wondering.
I don't know. That's probably part of the big their budget. I would think was because they probably didn't spend a lot on actors. Because Dempsey wasn't even really famous then. I think this was one of his first movies. So,
I bet it had to be expensive. I would bet $1 million. And that's why they play it twice. They had to spend a ton because they played it twice.
The beginning and the end, right?
Beginning and the end. They're like, you know what? This is movie guy. He goes, we're buying Can't Buy Me Love.
Yeah.
But we're going to play it twice.
Yeah.
We're not doing one time. We're doing
get our
twice.
money's worth.
We're getting our money's worth. I want to play it 3 times. Can we play it when he's getting outed as a weirdo? And then just jump it. Can't Buy Me Love. I mean, it's a great song. One of my favorite Beatles songs. You just don't see them in movies.
Think about today's time, having a girlfriend, a chick for rent, how that would be looked upon in this woke generation we have now.
Isn't he kind of a pimp, or he's basically buying her as a prostitute, right? Or a call girl? Is she like the
kind of call girl who goes with you to an event, but not the kind of call girl that
yes,
yeah,
like an escort?
Yeah,
she's an escort.
Yeah.
Roger, have you ever bought an escort?
I have not.
I haven't either. Just had to ask that. Listeners, if you are listening right now and you have bought an escort, email the show to tell us about that experience. movietorturepod@gmail.com.
Let's talk some more about some of these side characters in the movie. We had John, the big John.
Big John.
Rube Baker from Major League 2.
He's a big dude, by the way.
He is.
He looked way too old to be in high school.
I think so as well. Then we had Ricky, who was actually Rico Suave. You remember that song back in the day?
Yes, that was him.
That was him. And he also currently is a pastor in Kentucky.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then one of the probably worst parts of the movie, the dance, it was choreographed by Paul Abdul.
That was your least favorite part of the movie?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it was like it's probably one of the most memorable. Either if you did or didn't like it, I liked the reaction, kind of the geeks afterwards when they said, "Oh, it's the African anteater dance."
Oh, yeah, that was funny when they were doing the
yeah. But
that's basically when he caught on being cool, right?
Yeah, and she was the dance coordinator. She also was in the dance scene somewhere in there.
Did you see her?
I did not, but they said that she was not referenced in the credits.
Prime 1987, Paul Abdul, solid 9, right?
Yeah.
She has to be.
Yeah.
She had been the hottest one in this movie.
Yeah. Before she kind of...
plastic surgery to her face up?
That and, substance and issues. And
was she on substance abuse?
If you've watched her in some of those American Idol years, she tended to kind of be... I don't want to say she did like drugs, but I'm thinking she had a good prescription from our doctors.
Oh my gosh!
Some of the stuff that she was taking. So
when they were dancing, though, I was thinking Elaine Bennis on Seinfeld.
Gotcha.
It's weird. It's weird dancing.
Yeah.
And I like how they say he must be special ed. That was funny. I don't know. Can you laugh at that now? Is that
yeah?
Is that politically correct?
Yeah.
And I also love how he said how he was watching PBS over American Bandstand. So he didn't really know.
He didn't know the difference.
No, he didn't know the difference.
So what was your role in high school? In this movie, what crew would you have
I was
been?
definitely dorky. I wasn't popular at all. I wasn't smart enough to be a nerd. I wasn't like him. Just was average dude, didn't have a ton of friends. What about you?
It depended on the time. Like when I was in ninth grade at a private school, I was like one of the top athletes and stuff like that. Ooh. So I was, but as
you were the guy that put me in a locker.
No, I wasn't that kind of guy. I was a nice guy. But then when I drifted over to public school, my first year I was just the quiet guy. I didn't really have a lot of friends. And I survived. I made the basketball team there at West and survived. And then the next year, some of my friends from the Christian school came over because they're like, Roger can make it in public school. We can too. I still have some of my friends' parents who tell me that, like, I was used as the example of, because they thought I would a couple months I'd be back at the Christian school because I couldn't handle it. So by the time I graduated, I wasn't like a jock. I wasn't a nerd. I just kind of had my group of friends I hung with, and like I was casual friends with people from all the different groups, So, not the guy. I didn't get invited like to a lot of the big parties and stuff, but I was the kind of guy like I could round up 20 guys to go play pickup basketball, after school.
That's pretty cool. I wasn't that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had two different experiences, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I think it's inevitable in every school. There's always the popular people and the dorks.
Yeah.
And the average people. I don't understand why they can't just figure this out. Like, and I love when, what's the guy's name? The football player?
Big John?
No, the other one. That spills all the stuff on her clothes. That's what starts the whole movie.
He had a dorky name.
He spills all
Quince. Yeah, Quince.
She basically borrows her mom's outfit, tells everybody it's from her boyfriend Bobby, and then he spills stuff on her, and she has to go get it fixed, and that's what starts the chain reaction of what's his name? Ronald.
Yeah.
Buying her services. But he looked way too old to be in high school also. And they talked about how they helped him when he broke his arm.
Yeah.
That was a touching moment in the movie. Because he's bullying these kids. Like, could this movie be made today, Roger?
I think some things would have to be done differently. Like, rather than like being a money thing, it would probably be like, he helped her get good grades, or she was able to copy notes or whatever. I mean, it would. I don't see the money thing because of the connotations today.
Well, didn't they remake it a few years ago?
Yeah, that was Nick Cannon.
I watched the preview for it. It looks dreadful. But I wonder if they remade this today, would Ronald be... I could see Ronald being a gender neutral, like they, them, and she's like a gender neutral also, so you kind of don't know, are we talking two guys, two girls? And I think that's where they would go with it today. Like, and then he would be... Because if you think about it, Ronald was a hipster in this movie. He would be popular today. I feel like the Ronald and his crew were hipsters. They would be the popular ones, and Cindy and her girlfriends would be the losers today. That's how we've changed everything. But in this remake that I envision, Can't Buy Me Love, new version, Ronald is a gender neutral, they, them. with a beret. So you don't know if Ronald's a guy or a girl. And then Cindy's gender neutral, and they meet at like a rally for suffrage.
Or a coffee bar.
I'm just saying for suffrage.
Yeah.
Just for any suffrage in the world. Like they're rallying for this, and they meet there. So then Ronald has a father who is gender neutral and a mother who is now identifying as a guy. So we're just all twisted, but I think this is how the movie would go. But they would affirm at the end, you can't buy love. We would get preached to for like 10 minutes. Steven Seagal would preach to us like he did in On Deadly Ground about you cannot purchase love and you must call them they, them. That's the bullying. So in the movie, the bullies would be like, I know you're a girl. And he'd be like, I'm a they, them. And they would be just totally offended by not being called by their, what do they call those? Your what do they call them? Your pronouns. Your pronouns. What do you, Roger, do you identify as a they, them, or a he? What are you?
I'm a man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm a man too.
Yeah.
Last I checked. Let me check really fast. Yep, I'm a man. We've offended half
He's
the
looking at his Adam's apple.
Yeah, just making sure. I think this movie would be funny, but no one would want to watch it, and that's the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ronald is a they, them, gender neutral. And he would constantly preach at everyone about how they're ruining the environment. And Ronald in today's movie would never ride a gas-powered lawnmower. It would only be electric. And he would stop and preach to everyone who had a gas-powered lawnmower.
Yeah, instead of Big John farting on the people, he would what would be the other thing they would do these days?
He wouldn't fart because that would be offensive.
Yeah.
He would I don't know. He would slip and call him by a she or a him.
Yeah.
And I think the whole movie, we never know, is Ronald a woman or a man? And is Cindy a woman or a man? We need to know this.
That's horrible.
We've taken Can't Buy Me Love and modernized it to, oh my gosh. We probably have one listener left right now.
I was trying to think. So basically, we just go back and forth, and he becomes a jerk.
Real tool bag, by the way. Like, I would not want to hang out with Ronald.
No.
And if I'm okay, I'll ask my wife this question when we're watching this movie. Roger, if I came to your house as a teenager and I threw dog crap on your door, would you ever be my friend again?
No, but that wouldn't happen in today's world because everybody has ring cams.
Oh yeah.
So they would get caught, and the next thing you know, it would be all over their neighborhood Facebook, and you could determine pretty quickly who it was. So
true, but in our new modern Can't Buy Me Love, Ronald would be scooping the poop for him and saying how this needs to be up. You need to make sure you clean after your dog.
We don't throw it at the door. We put it in the garden to help fertilize.
Yes, he's fertilizing with the beret on. I think modern Ronald has to wear the beret the whole movie. Never takes it off because we got to know. We don't know if he's a girl or a guy.
See, I think it'd have been perfect had when he was wearing the beret that they played Raspberry Beret in the background. You know,
what is that song?
Oh, the Prince song.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, they need that. Yeah, they need more Prince. But again, the soundtrack top notch.
Yeah,
in this movie.
It was good.
So he's a tool bag. Throws crap on his friend's porch. Friend, forgives him. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah,
I'd be like, dude, you're dead to me, bro. You threw dog crap, and I had to clean it up. Ronald didn't even stick around and clean it up.
Yeah,
imagine that.
My thing is the whole scene where he grabs the bat and makes the speech. He'd have gotten beat. Before he even started talking, he'd got the crap beaten out of him.
Oh my gosh! What about Ronald first off, going into the women's restroom? Great in our new movie, but not good in the 80s.
Yeah,
because what could be going on in there?
He wouldn't have gotten in trouble these days.
No, these days they would have affirmed him. But back then, he couldn't do it, right? What if, I looked at my son, like, what if somebody's in, so what if Cindy is dropping a deuce and Ronald's trying to have a conversation with her?
Yeah, that would be quite offensive.
They should have done that.
Yeah.
That would have made for a really funny scene.
Yeah.
What about him on the lawnmower at 5:59 in the morning? First off, it's never been that bright ever at 5:59 in the morning. Have you ever seen it that bright?
No, but I guess it was the whole Arizona thing. Maybe, maybe they see.
I've been to Arizona. I don't think it's that bright at 5:59 in the morning. That looked like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I saw clouds.
Yeah.
There was clouds in the sky. He pulls up. You're the neighbor of Cindy. Are you knocking on the door? What in the world is this guy doing?
Oh, I would have just attacked him,
Modern movie, there's a Karen out there with her camera. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm reporting you right now. You're on the... He's like, look, I'm just trying to talk to my gender neutral girlfriend.
Yeah.
Or they, them. And she's like, I don't care about a they, them. I'm recording you right now. You are going to jail, Ronald. That's what... I would love that. That we need the Karen scene in this movie.
We do.
We need a good Karen.
So of course everything ends with them riding off in the sunset and just
great ending. I think in the new movie, Ronald would get off of the lawnmower and say, "Look, you're in charge. I am not.
You need to drive.
You need to drive." And he would ride behind her with his hands around her waist, because, yeah. Speaking of that, I got to tell a story. So I was out in California visiting my friend one time years ago, pre-marriage, and he's like, "You want to ride my motorcycle?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll ride a motorcycle." I'd never ridden one in my life, and I had to ride behind him. So we're cruising. I didn't know where to put my hands, because as a dude, you want to go around the waist, because, I mean, let's be honest. If we're about to crash, I want to grip, right? But I did the over-the-shoulder hand. But just thinking about that, like...
So he got to drive you around and get a massage at the same time.
Yes, he did. But Ronald would do that, too. In the new movie, he would ride behind her, and he would go around the waist, and she'd be like, "Hands on my shoulders."
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
And then... Karen's filming them. "I see you. I've got you right now. You're on camera, Ronald." I just love it. Roger, you got any reviews for us on this movie?
Yeah, let's see what we can find here on the Wikipedia reviews.
On the Can't Buy Me Love.
All right, let's see what Roger Ebert has to say.
Ooh, I like him.
He gave the film a half star out of a possible 4. If Can't Buy Me Love had been intended as a satirical attack on American values, if cynicism had been its target, we might be on to something here. But no, on the basis of the evidence, the people who made this movie are so materialistic that they actually think this is a teenage comedy. Can't they see the screenplays can't they see the screenplay rotten core? It had a Rotten Tomatoes rating of 50% based on 24 critics. Some liked it, of course. One said that this romantic comedy struggles to find grace in a cynical conceit that belongs to the bargain bin. Sounds pretty rough.
Wow.
And then it was ranked 41st of American Weekly's of the top 50 high school movies of all time.
Wow. R. Kennedy writes in the Amazon 5-star reviews. I wonder if this is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Yeah.
Maybe he likes this movie.
Yeah.
Great 80s movie, 5-star. This brings back memories of the 80s, parties and cliques and the popularity contests that happened in school. Wonder what clique he was a part of, R. Kennedy. Would love to ask him.
I would think he'd been rich.
This person doesn't want to put their name on the review, but
yeah,
he says if he or she, they, them, says, if you love 80s movies, then you will love this one. Yet, yes, it's a bit cheesy at times, but what 80s movie wasn't? Just a fun ride. And Amy B. writes, classic. Love this movie, not to mention I'm a Patrick Dempsey fan. No brainer. I think a lot of ladies that watch this movie watch it for Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking they, them, right?
Yeah, this was before McDreamy, so that we'd call this maybe like McNappy, you know.
I like that, McNappy. That's fun. This is McNappy.
He wasn't full-blown dream guy. He was more like the little dream you would have in a nap.
Roger, movie torture or movie gold?
I would drift more towards gold than torture, because I've watched it multiple times. I saw it when it first came out. I've seen it since then, and I watched this one, and I didn't leave. I ended up learning a couple things I didn't know from before. So, it's more gold than fold.
I disagree with Roger Ebert. He needs to get off his high horse.
Yeah.
He's dead now, though, so he's probably not on a high horse. This movie...
Is he on a horse at all?
Probably not. This movie, best movie we watched on Movie Torture. I don't think there's a better movie that we watched so far. I do not even think this movie is close to torture. It was entertaining. It's fun. You don't have to use your brain. You just watch this movie and enjoy it. I like to say it's a time capsule, right? You get to watch a snapshot in time from the 80s. It's sad that Amanda Peterson is dead now. She was great in this movie.
Yeah, she actually was. Yeah.
Patrick Dempsey was awesome. His sidekicks were great. Everybody in this movie was good. Even Rock pulled off being creepy. This movie, to me, 4-star movie. I mean, if you just want pure entertainment, great movie. First time I ever seen it, loved it. It's not movie torture at all.
Yeah.
It's gold.
No barf scenes this time.
That's how you know it's not.
It's a rarity.
It's a rarity. No barf scenes. Although could have used a fart scene. We did have a fart scene.
2 fart scenes. Yeah.
Wait, what was the other one?
He had one where he did it up against the window when the little brother was looking in the window, and then
Patrick Dempsey farted.
No, the big guy John. It was both times were John.
What do you think Big John eats during the day? He looks like a high carb kind of fella, right?
Yeah, a lot of Italian, Mexican.
His farts probably smell like a dead raccoon died in his belly.
He probably carry on a bean burrito with him wherever he went.
Oh my gosh, I bet he can eat a foot-long burrito.
Once you used to get 7-Eleven, nuke it in the microwave. And
we needed a good women fart scene in this movie, kind of like Boys and Girls.
Yeah.
We needed like Cindy to go, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm okay. I feel good. We need a good women fart scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, no puking. Movie gold, Roger. I really, really enjoyed this movie. I would watch it again, and not complain.
What'd you think, Producer Gary? Oh yeah, you're not here to tell us, so we appreciate that.
He's just staring off into the sunset with his father right now. Anyway, hey, for Producer Gary's beret, for my friend Roger, my name is Brad. What do we got next week, Roger? We are going to be
finishing up the series, right? On
wait, do we? We're both confused. Yeah, we're finishing up. We got My Super Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah. Next
week. So if you haven't watched that, you don't have to. We're going to discuss it.
Yeah, please. Hey, I actually watch it ahead of time so that you can follow along in our critique.
You can.
Or if you don't watch, then you can just act like you did and then listen to our critique of it. So
I'll reset this again. For Producer Gary's beret,
yeah.
For my friend Roger, my name is Brad. We'll see you next week on Movie Torture.